I wonder, what happened to Chase and Pepper? I did lock them in the basement, didn't feed them for quite a while. Hope they're not dead, but, who cares? Anyways, welcome back to the series that I've been for a while, Easy Explains, and in this video, we're going to go back to the gaming topic again. Yes, I know the past few episodes have been gaming related, but come on, I'm a big gamer at heart. Today, I'm going to be the second to be talking about console menus. See, Mom, I told you I'm a virgin, I'm a furry, and I talk about console menus. When I was little, whenever I got bored, I just scrolled through the menus, see all the options, or listen to the music. I just, for some reason, really loved these menus. I missed the time in which game menus weren't filled with advertisements, promotions, or any of that shit. I want to go back to the time in which menus were very limited. God, I sound like a boomer when I'm talking about this shit. In this video, I'm going to be looking at every single console menu throughout the years and see how it got from simplicity to consumerism. Starting with what I believe to be the very first console menu, the FM Town Smarty. That's a stupid name. Oh. So small. Oh, my ears! They're bleeding! FM Towns, fire your audio department immediately! My ears are suffering! Ah! What was that ding? So this is what I sacrificed my ears for? Alright, we're gonna ignore the fact that my eardrums are now broken. Anyways, this menu is atrocious. Like, it has no personality whatsoever. And literally, after that ear rape inducing console menu, silence. But to be fair, I do kind of need that silence after that startup. Now, moving on, we have the Geocd Startup. Here we go, I guess. What? I'll give credit where credit is due. The Geocd Startup is one of my favorites. Something about it is just so good and satisfying. But this menu, what does it mean? Now I know what you're thinking, well, come on, it's Japanese, you gotta give it that. Then why the hell are the other words English? Ugh, God, that's that fusion confusion shit that I hate. But I'll cut it some slack for its age. Now you may have noticed something. Why are all the console menus Japanese? Well, I'm pretty sure, this is my theory though, I'm pretty sure that console menus first originated in the East. It took a while before it came to the West when the Sega Saturn came out with their menu. And how did that menu look like? See for yourself. Now this is what you call a console menu. I really like how creative it is. You're in space. And one of the many notable features of this menu is that you can fly the ship around. It's amazing how none of these features were utilized in future menus. Cause it's really fun to just fiddle around with something when you're bored. It's honestly one of my favorite console menus of all time. Now, what has PlayStation brought on the table? This is game. Alright, this is not one of my favorite menus of all time. This obviously has some flaws. Like, the silence is just so abrupt, and the background, what is that background? That looks like something that had come out of Windows 95. Oddly enough, different console models actually have different menus, such as this one, which is undoubtedly more popular, and I will agree it's a bit more better. Now, this is the fun part y'all been waiting for. This is when console menus started getting interesting. By the time 1999 rolled around, Sega released the Dreamcast, and this is when a new era of menus came. the variety menus. I really like the bio sounds on this particular console. I don't know what it is, but the bleep bloops and all that give me a lot of serotonin. I really like this menu. And for 3D being in its early stages at the time, this was really impressive. Now, unfortunately, this would ultimately be Sega's last console as they dropped out of the console wars shortly after the PS2 came out. So honestly, I'm kind of okay with this, considering that the Dreamcast is an underrated gem. But now it's time to go to the PS2. Oh boy. I honestly really love this startup. Hold up a second. Someone's interrupting my videos. Chase! Don't make me come down there and give you a beating like how I did when you touched my computer! That's a good boy. Anyways, this is my favorite console menu and startup. Something about both of these are just so nostalgic to me. It's so ominous, and I love that about it. Not to mention the little icon animations you can see when you're scrolling through your memory cards. It's a really nice touch. I just really love the PS2. Next up on our list we have the Gamecube. My favorite console and menu, period. Jesus Christ, what can I say? That sound when the Gamecube logo transforms into the menu, and the music, that defines my entire childhood back in the 2000s. Wow. The Gamecube menu is very limited, surprisingly. You can only go through the sound settings, the game data, or just go straight to the game. There was also the screen option, which you can change the screen's position, but look me in the eye and tell me you used that. Overall, it's just a fantastic menu. Anyways, now it's time to go to the Xbox. The reason why I'm in such a hurry is because we have 10 more menus to go through. This video was longer than I thought it would be. I'm gonna say it right now, I never grew up with the original Xbox. Only with the Xbox 360, the Gamecube, and the PS2. My mom is down on the original Xbox, so I don't really have any fond memories of this. But what I do know is that this menu is pretty cool, actually. I really love the futuristic, punkish look of it. But the music is, for lack of a better word, freaking terrifying. I don't know what it is, but the original Xbox's menu music makes you more unsettled than relaxed. I mean, the PS2 got away with it because its menu music was literally just pool waves being pool waves. This one just sounds like it's gonna kill you when you sleep. Let's just move on to the next generation of consoles, starting with the 360. Now, the Xbox 360's menu is special because unlike the other menus we looked at, this one changed over the past few years. And I'm pretty sure the same person who changed the Xbox 360 menus was the same jackass who started the downfall of menus. Why? Because by the time they changed it, it happened. Consumerism. Now at first it doesn't seem too bad, but as we progress, oh no. Oh my god, who thought that the Xbox 360 menu needed advertisements out of everything? I mean, if it was advertisements for their games then maybe, but music advertisements, excuse me. But thank god PlayStation has our back with the PS3 menu. Now, unlike the atrocious X360's over-consumerized menu, if that's even a word, the PS3's menu has little to no advertisements whatsoever, and it's just a very pleasant and easy menu to navigate through. And plus, the background is very nice to look at. And even though the startup for the PS3 changed, the menu hasn't changed one bit, if not barely changed. And I like that. Now, next up is the Wii, and before you say anything, I won't be looking at any of the portable consoles on this list because there's a difference between portable consoles and home consoles, and in this one I want to look at home consoles. Okay, anyways, here's the Wii. The Wii's menu is one of my favorites. I really like the music. It's so calming, and fuck the Wii. The Wii's menu is one of my favorites. I really like the music in the background, very calm, and I really love the channels. It's very genius. In my opinion, this was the last good menu, because after this, all the menus were are bad. Take the Xbox One for example. Okay, I'll give Xbox some credit. This is my favorite menu out of all the menus out of all the Xboxes. This one's actually not bad. I mean, the advertisements are there, but there's not as much in this version of the Xbox One menu, and I like that. They had to screw it up, didn't they? Boo! My god, why did the Xbox One go through so many menu changes? That's just so unnecessary and confusing. And why are they keeping up with these advertisements? Like, now the first thing you see when you log onto the menu is the advertisements. It's so stupid. The Wii U's menu is even worse in my opinion. It looks so stupid. I don't know what it is, but the Wii U's menu just looks so stupid to me, especially if, let's say you lose your gamepad, you can't scroll through it depending on the type of menu you have, because there's two menus. Why do you need two menus? You're screwed if you lose that gamepad. Not only do you have to get a new gamepad, you're probably gonna get a new console. But anyways, once again, PlayStation has our back with the PS4 menu. Man, I have such a love-hate relationship with this console's menu and stuff, because, right, this was the start of what I like to call them lock screens. In case if you have multiple profiles, it won't directly go to the home screen. Instead, it'll ask you which profile do you want to be on. This is the console version of lock screens, in my opinion. The PS4 was the first console to give birth to this ideal, and just this very calm music that I really love. But after that, the menu just looks so stuffed. With the PS3's menu, it was simple. The PS4, up, down, left, right, upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. It's so confusing to me. Like, well, okay, let me reiterate that. It's not confusing, it's overwhelming. But overall, it's not a bad console menu, it's just a bit overwhelming. Now, we have our final console menu. Now, let me just say the Series X's console menu is the same as the Xbox One's for some reason, so because of that, I won't be looking into that. Nintendo Switch is a portable console, so I won't be looking into that. Before you say it's a hybrid, shut up! Now we go to the PS5 menu. The PS5's menu is pretty alright. I really like how it isn't as stuffed as the PS4's menu. It looks just right. But I don't like how you can see advertisements the moment you log into the menu. That's something I am not a fan of, as previously discussed. But there's something about the menu, I don't know what it is. Not that I just hate it, but I think I still prefer the PS3's menu over the PS4 and PS5's menu. But that is a basic history of all the console menus throughout the past 30-40 years. Overall, console menus are pretty fascinating to me for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's just something I always just look in depth at and compare them to other menus and see which one is better. But I will agree that newer menus have not been the best. Not only do they have so much advertisements, they just don't look as good as the other menus in general. But I think I'm gonna end it off right here. Thank you guys for watching, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned because the best is yet to come. Goodbye.